Hello everyone. Today's date is 12 January 2022 and my name is Kalpesh Dharmendra Padani. Today's video topic is thread life cycle in Java. We know but Java is a multi-threading programming language. So thread is the part of the multi-threading. So thread is executed multiple threads at the same time is known as multi-threading. So thread is the smallest unit of process. Threads are independent. If the exception occur in one thread, then it does not affect the other thread. So now we will discuss the thread life cycle. There are 4 steps of the thread life cycle. First is a new state. Second is a ready state or runnable state. Third is a running state, and fourth is a dead state. So firstly we create the thread. Firstly we create the thread by using extend keyword. We are create the thread. The newborn thread are start by using the start method. The threads are goes into the runnable state. If the thread scheduler allocates the processor, then it will go into the running state, and if the run method is complete, then it will go into the dead state. The thread allocates the thread scheduler allocates the processor, then it will go into the runnable state. If the runnable state the thread R goes into the runnable state, then it will call the suddenly join method, then it will goes into the waiting state. So it will goes into the waiting state, then it block for the other thread joining. So we know the how to call the join method, t.join method. So if the thread R goes into the waiting state, if these things are happen, then thread R goes into the runnable state. First thing is if T2 means second thread, it's completes if time expire, and if joining thread if waiting thread are got interrupted, then it will go to the runnable state. If the running state calls the suddenly call the sleep method using thread dot sleep in bracket 1000 millisecond, the thread R goes into the sleeping state. If these things are happen, first is if time expire, if the thread got are interrupted, and then thread R goes into the runnable state or ready state. If the running state are call the suddenly call the wait method, then it will goes to the waiting state. So we know the how to call the wait method, object dot wait method. So if these things are happen, then it will got again one notification, then it will goes into the another waiting state for get the lock. These things are is first, if time expires, if waiting thread got notification, then it will goes into the another waiting state for got lock. If the notification is got by the thread, then it will goes into the runnable state. If the running thread call the suddenly call the suspend method, then it will goes into the suspended state, and it will come out from the suspended state, then it will goes into the runnable or ready state. These things are happen if the thread are finishes its job, then it will goes into the dead state. So that's all about today's video topic. Thank you.